Okay, everyone, I am back with my review for this week's Monday Night Raw for October the 7th, 2013. Show starts off with Stephanie McMahon coming out here, cutting a promo on the Big Show about interfering with the Battleground main event. She wants to know why Big Show knocked everyone out. He said he knocked out Randy Orton because he was sick and tired of everything. He said he knocked Daniel Bryan out because Stephanie told him to. Stephanie just repeatedly slapped Big Show and all this. And, make a long story short, Big Show was fired. And this was a decent little promo. So then we get a backstage. Okay. Then we have Dolph Ziggler versus Damian Sandow in a rematch from Battleground. This was a decent little match. Ziggler won with the zigzag with the Famouser. That's what happened there. Decent match though. Same outcome as Battleground. This match was utterly pointless. Then we have a 7-man Brad Maddox backstage segment where Brad Maddox is apologizing to Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie blames him for the Big Show's interference, for Scott Armstrong showing up, and for the blackout that happened. And then she says that Brad Maddox will have to apologize to the WWE Universe. Decent backstage segment, nothing much though. Then we get the Total Divas of Natalya, JoJo, and Eva Marie against Alicia Fox, Rosa Mendez, and Oksana. This match wasn't anything. Natalia, Eva, and JoJo win. When Natalia puts a sharpshooter on Alicia, Alicia taps out, but JoJo didn't do anything. So really, yeah, Eva Marie and JoJo really don't belong in the ring, but whatever. Meh. So then Brad Maddox comes out, apologizes to the fans, and he announces that Randy Orton will face Daniel Bryan at Hell in a Cell, inside Hell in a Cell. He announces that there will be a special referee, and it will be one of 3 choices that the WWE Universe gets to pick from, and the first one is Booker T. And Booker T says you can count on him to be a fair referee because he will do what is best for business. On the WWE app, they had the crowd singing Happy Birthday to Bruno Sammartino for his 78th birthday. This really should have been on the air because that's would have been better. Then we have Los Matadores against 3MB, but this time it's Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal. This match was not much. The biggest thing here was a Hurricane Rana from El Torito that Heath Slater sold like a champ, but not much here. There's a Paul Heyman promo that was interrupted by CM Punk. Heyman talks about how Punk cheated to defeat Ryback because he used a low blow. Punk says that he needed to see if Ryback had any testicles and all this stuff. And then Ryback said he would have done the same thing to CM Punk. R-Truth then came out, and that leads into a tag match with CM Punk and R-Truth versus Ryback and Curtis Axel. This match was kind of better than it should have been, but still not that great. Punk took out Ryback, and then he GTS'd Axel, and then finish came when he tagged in R-Truth, who hit Axel with the spinning kick, with his scissors kick, got the win. Yeah. Then we find out that Bob Backlund is another choice for the guest referee, and he cuts for Hell in a Cell, and he cuts a very insane promo about how he refuses to call it, he calls it Heck in a Cell because he refuses to use the word hell and all this other stuff. It was really, really, really nuts. It was a very funny promo, though. Then we have Randy Orton versus Kofi Kingston in a decent little match. Finish comes when Orton DDTs Kofi from the apron to the floor and then rolls him in RKO 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Then we find out that the third choice is Shawn Michaels for the guest referee, and he says that he will call it down the middle because he trained Daniel Bryan, he's a friend of Triple H, and he doesn't care about Randy Orton, but none of that will stop him from calling it down the middle. This was a nice little Shawn Michaels promo. Then that led into Alberto Del Rio versus Ricardo Rodriguez, but before the match started, Vicky Guerrero announces that Alberto Del Rio will face John Cena for the World Heavyweight Championship at Hell in a Cell. And essentially then Ricardo rolls up Del Rio and gets the 1, 2, 3. He celebrates on the announce table. Del Rio trips him up, puts a chair around his arm, stomps it, then puts him in the cross arm bar. That segment ended, but it was a dumb little match. So yeah. Then we have Fandango versus Zack Ryder in a decent match, but nothing special. Finish comes when Fandango does his leg drop to Zack Ryder. Not much there. Then we find out that Shawn Michaels has won the WWE app vote with 67% of the vote. Bob Backlund got 31% of the vote, and Booker T gets 7%. So Shawn Michaels will be the guest referee for Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan at Hell in a Cell. So yeah. Then we get the Real Americans versus Santino Marella and the Great Khali again. Only thing to note here was the swing Cesaro to the Khali, which won the match actually. So yeah. But it's still a dumb match though. Okay, then we have what is supposed to be Miz TV with The Miz, but he's interrupted by Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family. Bray Wyatt cuts another one of his weird promos, and then Miz and Bray Wyatt fight on the ramp, and then they all leave.
I'm moving.
Nothing. Then we have another Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, Brad Maddox segment where Maddox says he wants to go out for the main event to ensure nothing happens. Triple H tells him to stay back in the locker room, and he'll make sure that the finish tonight is what's best for business. That leads into the 6-man tag main event in which the Shield are taking on Daniel Bryan and the Rhodes brothers of Cody Rhodes and Goldust. This is a decent match here. Originally, Dean Ambrose hits Cody Rhodes with a chair, and that is what gets the win. But Triple H then says that he's not going to have another undecisive finish, so he makes the match a no disqualification match. Randy Orton comes out, RKO's Daniel Bryan, rolls him into the ring, and allows the Shield to get the win. At the end of the match, and then the Shield is beating up the Rhodes brothers and Daniel Bryan and all that. Big Show comes out. The Shield pounce on Big Show, and Triple H is like, they have him down, and he's like, finish him, finish him. Big Show breaks free of that, and then he knocks out Triple H. And then Raw ends with Daniel Bryan standing over Triple H doing his yes, 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 yes thing. So that's how Raw ended. It wasn't a bad show. Wasn't good, but at least it was watchable. The return of John Cena, that's very interesting because at least, you know, he won't be anywhere near the Triple H Daniel Bryan thing. And this could have helped SmackDown. And right now, anyone's better than Del Rio, so I don't really care. So I really don't care because anyone's better than Del Rio. And at least the World Title will be on the one who gets some kind of a reaction, positive or negative. So it wasn't bad, but again. So, yeah. So, I'll try to be back tomorrow with a Impact review and Saturday with a SmackDown review. So if you watch the video and like it, hit the like button, comment down below, and hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching.